We talked a little bit about the military, like what's the good age, and should kids go into the military right after high school, just because you were in, and now you have experience also with your son and just a lot of people, right? With what do you think? What are your thoughts on that?
Like we were talking just before we started this. I think after high school, I think it's really important that kids take a year off, man, just to kind of find themselves and take a break. Because in all honesty, right, like, you graduate high school, that's 12 years of school you've been going through. 12 years in a row, just school.
Sitting in the classroom.
What's a 1 year break after that, man? Take a break and
be free, like do all the stuff we're talking about.
Travel somewhere, figure it out, and go look at life at other places and see how other people live, and take a year off, right? Because I think it takes a certain maturity level, too, to start college if you're going to be serious about college. A lot of kids go straight to college because they don't know anything else, and they really don't want to be there, right? But they just, all they know is school, and they feel like I'm supposed to go to college, so then they end up in these college classes, and they really don't want to be there, right? And so, take a year off, take a year off to figure things out, and, and maybe even a couple years. It's still not a big deal. I mean, you graduate high school, 17, 18? Take a couple years off. You're only 20 years old, man.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll find hopefully you'll figure a few things out, or you'll meet somebody that can mentor you or guide you, and point you in the right direction. But yeah, I think it's important. And as far as like the military, I think it's one of the most underrated things that people, my son, I'll give you a perfect example. My son, Angelo, right, graduated high school and decided he wanted to join the military. He joined the Marine Corps, did 6 years in the Marine Corps, right? So he's 25 years old, right? He's got the GI Bill, or he's got the college fund, the GI Bill and college fund, right? So he can go to college, and they'll pay for college, and he has that for life. He doesn't have to go to college right away. He can keep that for life. He has probably one of the most important things you can have is the VA home loan, a guarantee. So he can go and he can buy a house, zero down, no money down, and the government will step in and guarantee that loan for him, so he can get into a house. Like that's huge. At 26 years old, and my son was pretty frugal, and so he was smart with his money, and so he came out and he had a good chunk of change in the bank that he had saved, and he has the power of the VA loan if he wants to buy a house, right? He has the GI Bill that'll pay for all of his college, and then even on top of that, if he were to go to college here in California, he can go to any Cal State school here in California, tuition free, because I'm a veteran. And then he could save his GI Bill. So he can go to college and graduate here in California for free and get a bachelor's degree, right? And then go off. And then anywhere, when he's 35 years old, if he decides he wants to go back to school and change things up, he still has his GI Bill to pay for all of that, I mean, so, and he did 6 years in the Marine Corps, but you don't even need to do 6 years to get all those benefits. You just have to do the minimum, which I think now is like 4 years. And if you're 20 years old, what's 4 years, man?
Yeah.
What's 4 years?
It's like the most successful, business people. They have either a black belt or like martial. They're in martial arts or they're in the military. They have those backgrounds.
Yeah.
One or the other or both.
Yeah. I think they're really important, right? Especially the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt, right? Well, I don't know, some of the things happening lately. I don't know. We won't get into that. But some of the things happening lately. But it
choose to conquer.
It takes so.
Kevin's.
I don't want to say it used to. I'm not going to be that guy. I want to say it takes so long, and you have to put in so much work to earn the black belt that it changes you, right?
Yeah, that's
it changes
one of the
you.
things, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And so yeah.
Growth, right?
Yeah.
And the relationships.
Yeah. So yeah. I want to get into that other stuff, but I'm not going to get into that.
It doesn't matter.
No.
It's just funny. The whole thing's funny.
I know. I was thinking about it earlier today, and I was like, man, I don't know.
During the pandemic, right? Like it was kind of crazy, right? With all the things going on and riots and whatever. Right. And, there was a sense of calm and peace that our gym gave to me. And you know, I reached out to people. Anything goes down, like we'll all meet at the gym.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
It was like a simple thing, but
Yeah.
no matter what, like it was gonna be okay, you know.
yeah.
And people were messaging me when you know it was trending that they were gonna come to Burbank, right?
Right,
They were gonna
right,
come
right.
here, and so
Yeah.